everyone, welcome to the December market wrap-up for Biggin Scott Knox Lifestyle. My name's David McGuiness and this is Tim Selimi. We've had a massive year and this is going to be the last market wrap-up of the year, so we're going to give you a bit of a snapshot of what's happened in the last few months. Tim, you want to kick it off in the residential? The residential has gone from strength to strength, breaking new records, which has been exciting.
And we've just on 5 months now, we've broken the record each month.
Excellent.
So it's always a good thing. We've absolutely destroyed it this month, which is phenomenal. And just a big credit to the team. They've all come together, especially in the last month of the year when a lot of agents are really winding up and going on holidays. We've just gone the complete opposite and just gone into complete selling mode, which is awesome.
What are some standout sales that you've noticed of recent?
Well, just a couple off the top of my head. We had a property that Grant Gardner, the sales manager from Wantirna, a 2-8 Leo Close in Wantirna South. Now that property was, you'll be able to have a look at it. That sold at $880,000 at auction, and just another one that just was bananas was 67 Norma Crescent in Knoxfield. Went to auction. Now prior to the auction, there wasn't anything spectacular really popped out. But going onto the auction, it's potentially a 3-unit site, sold for $980,000.
Okay.
Just over. It was just ridiculous. And you're looking at it from there in terms of what the Knoxfield market and just what the Knox market's doing at the moment. Yeah. It's it's definitely showing no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, and being December, which is obviously the summer period, you finding auctions are still the way to go? People are still selling auctions?
Yeah, it is good. I mean, again, on the day, it's an unconditional contract. You can go out and purchase on the very same day knowing that you've got the money in the bank. And it is, I mean, it's getting really the emotional side out of every buyer, which is fantastic.
Yeah, excellent. No, I've noticed the messages coming through, massive numbers still through the open for inspections.
Yeah, there is really good numbers. And obviously really good sale prices. So there's been an absolute huge shortage of stock at the moment, which is obviously meaning a lot more buyers wanting to buy property, and especially leading up to this Christmas and New Year rush. People just want to go on holidays knowing that they've secured something as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've noticed that it was a couple of months ago, the media was saying that the market's going to take a turn back and everything. There's going to be the average price dropping, and the numbers are going to sit back and wait to see what happens with the interest rates. And we haven't noticed any of the market slowing up.
Not at all. In fact, we've experienced the exact opposite. I mean, we did have a slight increase in interest rates from a few banks that went up, but looking at these, house prices have continued to rise, and not by a minimal amount. It's been pretty substantial. It's been big results.
And a lot of people buying, are they investors, developers?
There's a mixture. We've sold a couple of big developments here in Baronia. There's one on Woodvale Road, one on Baronia Road. That amassed almost $3 million in sales in the last 2 weeks.
Really?
But looking at it, you've got from your first home buyers to your investors, all the way down to your downsizers that are just taking they're making the most of the market as it is. As far as I'm concerned, if you're looking to buy, there is no better time to buy. Because if you don't get into the market now, I mean, looking at it in 5 or 10 years' time, you're not going to remember what you purchased.
Hindsight's always 20/20 vision. There's always that person who says, I should have bought back then.
Yeah, exactly.
So coming into the new year, we've got some exciting news. We've got Bayswater office that's about to open, which is on Mountain Highway.
Mountain Highway just reopened itself, which is also
so
fantastic.
they've just redone the train, or they're in the process of redoing the train line to go underground, which is going to be awesome for commuters getting to and from work. But that's going to be exciting, so that will bring us up to a total of 4 offices now?
Yeah, correct, which is good. I mean, obviously the residential side's growing, the commercial, the property management's just gone absolutely bananas.
Leasing, how's that going?
I was just on the phone to Danelle before, and she was actually in the middle of leasing other property, at least 12 this week.
Yeah, that's massive.
So again, when a lot of agencies are sort of winding up and getting into holiday mode and all that sort of stuff, we're in the complete opposite. It's just frantic. It's just trying to get everything done and make sure that we give the best service we possibly can and make sure it's done before Christmas, New Year, all those sort of dates.
And I think the results definitely leave an element of clues, and number one is that's employing a professional to advise you on how to, number one, prepare your home. A marketing strategy is extremely important. Anyone can come in there and promise someone the world, but if you can demonstrate a proper marketing strategy, a proper negotiation pattern, and how they're going to handle that campaign, that's obviously where the results are leaving the clues.
Well, you're 100% right. I mean, just like one of the big real estate trainers, Tom Panos, said, there's 4 specific things that come into selling a property. There's the location, the presentation, the agent you select, and the marketing method they use. And the beauty about it for everyone that are out there is they control 3 out of the 4. And obviously the location is where it is. But making sure that you do pick the right agent, make sure they do pick the right marketing method to assist your needs, and make sure that it's all catered to and the house is presented beautifully. So
great. Awesome. Well, over to the commercial sector, we've had a massive year. We've gone from strength to strength. We were only a 3-year young business as of December this month. So managements have grown. Some significant sales that have stood out in the last couple of months. One was 32 Railway Avenue in Ringwood East.
It's good to get that one underway.
Yeah, that one was only on the market for a couple of weeks. It was a closing date sale. We sold it about 2 weeks into it, and that sold for in excess of $1 million.
Yeah, look at that.
We've done a fair bit in Osborne Avenue in Clayton South, one which is off the plan, which is 123 at 266, and another one at 12 at 266 Osborne Avenue, and they're just all happened in the recent time.
You pretty much got the entire street there almost.
There's a few things happening. Renee leased one this morning, which was 1397 to 107 Canterbury Road in Kilsyde.
Oh, okay.
Now that was a great situation. We had sold that. Through the settlement period, we negotiated to allow us to market the property for lease. The property settled, we had a tenant ready to go, so there was no holding costs for him looking for someone. So he was real appreciative that we recommended that. And now we've got a client for life due to that situation.
Which is really important. I mean, again, like you say, it's not just the actual sale price itself, it's the conditions, the terms, how you can actually help that client as well as help the vendor. I mean, that's what we're employed to do at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
Make sure we can negotiate those terms as well.
Exactly. So in summary, 2016 was a massive year, but I think we're going to be more than backing it up. 2017, we've got some massive plans. We've got a great team in place, a great environment, great culture. And if you're thinking of selling, leasing, property management, or even finance, we have Einstein Finance attached, so you can have a chat with them. But feel free to give us a call, and we're happy to chat with you 24/7. Not 24/7.